If I were starting Amazon in 2026, these are the products I would avoid. Not because nobody sells them. Actually, many people do sell them. That's the problem. A lot of these products look attractive at first. High demand, lots of searches, easy to source, simple to understand. But once you've add Amazon fees, PPC costs, returns, storage, compliance, competition, and cash flow, they can become a profit trap. So in this video, I'll show you 10 types of Amazon FBA products I would personally avoid, especially if you are a beginner and you don't have a very clear advantage. Let's go. Hi, I'm Katya. I've been selling on Amazon for years, since 2008, and I'm also the founder of 10xF, a truly AI autopilot for Amazon PPC, like no manual work at all. And today I want to talk about something that is much more useful than top products to sell on Amazon. Because honestly, most top product lists are dangerous. They show you demand, but they don't show you profit. They show you revenue, but they don't show you returns, PPC, storage, compliance, and competition. So instead of giving you a random product ideas, I want to show you the types of product I would avoid and what I would look for instead. Let's go. Quick disclaimer before we start. I'm not saying that nobody can take money from these products. In every category there are sellers who win, but usually they win because they have something special, a strong brand, exclusive supplier relationships, better pricing, a patient or unique design, existing reviews, strong content, or a lot of capital. But if you are a beginner and if you are launching a private label product without a major advantage, these products can be much harder than they look. So don't take this as never sell this advice. Take it as be very careful before you start selling this. Let's go to product number 1, oversized and bulky product. The first type of product I would avoid is oversized and bulky products. Examples could be large furniture, big storage boxes, large pet beds, huge organizers, large home decor, or anything that takes a lot of warehouse space. The problem is simple. Amazon FBA is convenient, but space is very expensive, especially in FBA warehouses. The larger your product is, the more painful fulfillment and storage become. And in 2026, with FBA fees and inbound placement fees, size and weight matters even more. A product can look profitable when you only compare selling price and factory cost. For example, let's assume selling price is $59, product cost $15. At first, it looks amazing, but then you add ocean freight, duties, inbound placement, Amazon fulfillment, PPC, storage, and suddenly this high margin product is not so attractive anymore. Bulky products also create cash flow problems because you need more money for shipping and inventory. So unless I had a very strong reason, I would avoid products where the box is big, heavy, or awkward. What I would look for instead, small or medium-sized products with enough perceived value to sell at a healthy price. Let's go to product number 2, product type, very cheap products under $10 or $15 per unit. The second type of product I would avoid is very cheap products. I mean products that sell maybe $7, $9, $12 or sometimes $15. The problem is that Amazon fees don't leave you much room. If your selling price is low, even small costs become huge as a percentage of revenue. Referral fee, fulfillment fee, PPC, coupons, returns, they all eat their margin very quickly. And PPC is especially dangerous here. If your product sells for $10 and you spend $3 to get a sale, that's already 30% ACOS. Just keep it in mind. But after Amazon fees and product costs, do you actually have profit left? Maybe not. Low-priced products can work if you have volume, bundles, repeat purchase, or a very efficient supply chain. But for a beginner, they are often a trap. Because you need to sell a lot of units to make meaningful money, but each unit gives you very little profit. What I would look for instead, products with enough selling price to absorb Amazon fees and advertising costs. Personally, I would be much more interested in products where the price gives me room to breathe. Product number 3, fragile products. The third product type I would avoid is fragile products. Glass items, ceramic items, mirrors, delicate home decor, anything that breaks easily. These products can look beautiful, but beautiful does not always mean profitable. Fragile products create several problems. First, you need better packaging, which increases cost and size. Second, even with good packaging, you can still get breakage during shipping. Third, broken products lead to returns, refunds, negative reviews, and customer complaints. And on Amazon reviews are everything. 1 or 2 negative reviews early in a launch can damage your conversion rate and make your PPC much more expensive. Because if people click your ad but don't buy because your rating is low, your advertising efficiency gets worse. So fragile products are not just a logistics problem, they are also a conversion rate problem. What I would like to look for instead, durable products that can survive shipping, customer handling, and return without being a customer service nightmare. Let's go to product type number 4, electronics and products with batteries. The fourth product type I would avoid as a beginner is electronics and products with batteries. This includes small gadgets, LED products, electronic accessories, rechargeable devices, Bluetooth products. Product type number 4, electronics and products with batteries. The fourth product type I would avoid as a beginner is electronics and products with batteries. These include small gadgets, LED products, electronic accessories, rechargeable devices, Bluetooth products, and anything with lithium batteries. Why? Because electronics have a higher risk of defects, returns, safety issues, and compliance requirements. If the product stops working, customer complain. If the battery has issues, it can become a bigger problem. If the listing gets flagged, you may need documentation. If Amazon classifies the product as dangerous good or hazmat, FBA can become more complicated. This doesn't mean electronics are bad. Some sellers build huge businesses in electronics, but they usually have better quality control, certifications, engineering knowledge, stronger suppliers, and enough budget to handle problems. For a beginner, electronics can be really risky because the product may look simple from the outside, but the operational complexity is much higher. What I would look for instead, simple products with fewer moving parts and fewer things that can be broken. Product type number 5, supplements, cosmetics, and products applied to the body. The fifth type of product I would avoid is anything that goes in or on the body. Supplements, skincare, cosmetics, hair growth products, creams, oils, all of these can be very attractive because the margins and repeat purchases can be strong. That's totally true. But they are also much more sensitive. You need to think about compliance, ingredients, claims, labeling, customer reactions, allergies, and restrictions. You cannot just say anything you want in your listing. You cannot make medical claims. You need to be careful with before and after promises. And if customer had a bad reaction, the risk is much higher than with a simple household product. Also, these categories can be extremely competitive. You may be competing against strong brands with thousands of reviews, influencers, subscriptions, and big advertising budgets. So, unless you have real expertise, a strong brand, a proper compliance support, I would be very careful. What I would look for instead, products that solve a practical problem and don't touch health, safety, or claim-related risks. Product type number 6, trendy TikTok products. The sixth product type I would avoid is trendy TikTok products. You know the kind of product I mean. Suddenly everyone is talking about it. It goes viral, people say this product is exploding, and beginners rush to Alibaba to source it. The problem is timing. By the time you see the trend, many sellers have already seen it too. By the time you source the product, create the listing, ship inventory, and launch, the trend may already be crowded. Or worse, by the time you source the product, create the listing, ship inventory, and launch, the trend may already be crowded. or worse, the trend may be dying, and then you are left with inventory that nobody wants. What I would look for instead, products with stable demand, not just viral demand. Let's sum up. Here is a simple test you can use. Before you launch any Amazon FBA product, ask yourself these questions. Can this product survive Amazon fees? Can it survive PPC? Can it survive returns? Can it survive a price war? Can it survive 1 or 2 negative reviews? So, if you are researching a product right now, I just don't ask, is there a demand? Ask, can I actually make profit after Amazon fees, PPC, returns, and inventory costs? Because sales are not the goal, profit is the goal. If you found this helpful, subscribe to my channel. And if you want your Amazon PPC to be managed based on target acres and real business goals, check out Denixai. I'll leave the link below. See you in the next video. Ciao!